You know Power BI, but still you have lots of questions in your mind. How does it happen? Why it happens? How can I do that? This is the series for you. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications. Hello and welcome to another video on abstract thesis series, and in today's video we are going to discuss about March 2023 release. Few days back March 2023 release has been released, update has been released, and let's quickly have a look at it, what features we have, and one of the feature which is on the visualization, we are going to focus on that. So March 2023 release, I have opened blog.powerbi.com, and in this one of the feature was there on object preview opt-in. I'll show you the complete release first of all, and then we will go for this one complete release. So let's click on the March 2023, and here we get the details about March 2023 features, and we also get the details on another blog which is basically on object preview. So in March 2023 release, you can see we have a reporting where all slicer button and all clear button has been given. We have to see that separately. Formatting pane, new styling has came where few things have changed little bit. On object interaction opt-in, which is something which we are going to discuss. And other than that, we have visual container improvement. We have data connectivity for Google, BigQuery, Google BigQuery, Azure AD, Azure Databricks, Databricks connector, Dreamio Cloud, FactSet RMS, SurveyMonkey. All these things have been part of the update. Now similarly, service, mobile and visualization, third party especially have some enhancements. So now this opt-in is something which is basically the new feature which came in, and here basically what is going to happen is basically if you opt in for that feature, the complete UI experience is going to be changed. And so there is a new option which has came in the preview, which is basically on object interaction opt-in, and which is basically we are going to enable, and post that we are going to get this kind of feature where we are going to do a lot of many things differently. And there is a separate altogether separate link which is also available in the March update, where you can see what all features have come in detail. So you can look at this page, and this page is pretty helpful to know the quite a few details which has come. Like you click on here, then what will happen, then these things are being given in details. Then in the canvas itself we have some options, then we have the suggest the type option which is there, and all these things have been covered here. Okay, then it is also talking about the formatting on a visual on object and all those things. So you can have a look at this blog. I'll give you the link in the description, but we would like to experiment with this. So let's jump out of the Power BI, and in Power BI I already opened my Power BI and I have my regular file which I'm using here. We are not worried about the model today, because today we are going to discuss about this feature on object. So first of all, I'll go to file, options and setting, options. This is how I'm going to go in, and inside that one, once that is open, I'll go to the preview, and in the preview I'm going to enable. So preview feature, here we have preview feature, and here I'm going to enable this. After you enable this, the Power BI will ask for restart. So once you click on OK, oppose that, it will ask to restart. So once you restart your Power BI, then you will get this feature enabled. Now what has changed after this feature, let's look at it. So if you see now in my desktop, few things you will see. You don't see any visualization pane here. So if you want to look here, you don't see any visualization pane. Fine, you're only seeing the data pane here. Now visualizations you can see here. That's the one change you might have observed. Now let me go to a new page, and here I have the option add visual. So if you can see here, here itself I got a option for add visual and format canvas. So let me add a visual. So I added a visual, immediately it gives me option. This is the option for build a visual, and this is the option once I build a particular type of visual, it will give you more option. So let me say I want to build a bar visual. Now what we'll do in the next step, we typically used to drag and drop, no need to that, just click on add, and I'm going to drag here item brand. So I'm now not going to the pane, and now it has converted it into the table visual. That is one thing which I also observed. Then I go and plus add, and I'll do one more thing. We'll use the suggest type, and I go to base and I add the net. Okay, now once I added that net, it automatically converted it into the uh, bar visual, cluster bar visual. Off, if I do this off, suggest a type, on, off. So you will be able to see, now I am able to see y-axis, x-axis, legend, small, multiple, all the similar options. And to change this thing, I don't have to again go back and remove this and do this. Just simply click on this arrow and you can go ahead and change this. So now it is category. So what used to happen previously, I used to cross that and drag it, or drag one more and do this. I want to add one more, just simply click here and I can actually go ahead and edit brand. Now the same expansion buttons are there. I can actually do an expansion. I can go up and down, the same options are there. Now this option, you can use all those options, legends and small multiples. We will see more visuals now, but let's look at this button now. What is happening here? Y-axis. Observe the difference. Let me show you what difference you should observe. So you should observe the difference here when I click on the y-axis, and you should observe the difference when I click on the x-axis here. Okay, and because we are using the bar visual, the clustered bar visual, it is not the clustered column bar visual. So that is why the x-axis and y-axis meanings are different. Okay, so observe when I click y-axis, the y-axis is gone. Now you know where it has gone. I already highlighted. Let me highlight it again. This is the place I was talking about. Okay, now similarly, let me remove the x-axis, and if I go again and highlight, you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me add both of them again, and if I click here, you can see the additional properties get enabled, and I know exactly where I need to change these properties. Like previously you had to search the property, where is this value and all those. Now in this new formatting pane, you'll also observe that we don't have any analytics pane. Analytics pane has already been merged here only. Okay, but you can see that the moment I click here, I know which property I supposed to change. If I click here, I know which properties I'm supposed to change now. Okay, transparency if I want to increase, or I want to have visual border, all those properties I know what I supposed to change. Now let me click here again. Now if I want to make them bold, you can see the difference. Let me make it a little bit bigger so that you can observe, and after that I'm going to highlight it again, that you should be able to see the boldness here. Okay, so now, and similarly previously what used to happen, title. Now title, I double click and change here itself. I don't need to go to the title there. Okay, similarly if I want to change this title, I can change it here itself. I don't need to go back there also. However, the title has been shown here also, and I can do some property change like color or conditional formatting and all those. So I don't need to search for that. Previously, if you remember, we have to search where this property is. Now when you click on the visual, it is showing where that property is. Similarly, title here, I can see the title, and there is now subtitle which has also been added. If I enable it now, you can see that. But to change that, I don't need to go here. I double click here and I can change it here. I can change it here. So I can say net visual. So all these things are here, and you can see all those other changes which just came here. So we have this zoom slider we already have here. See, we right click. In the right click, you have fill, you have border, you have background, copy visual, delete visual, format background. All those things are available here. If I right click here, again the same options are there. Okay, see, right clicked on the format subtitle, so you have a delete option, format subtitle. Right click on the title, you have delete, reset to default format title. If I click on the format title, again the same thing is there. Right click here, delete option is there. So these are all right click options which I am showing to you. Okay, empty space, right click, copy visual, reset format background. Okay, so different places I'm getting different options. Now I right click here, you already seen what happens. Now if I go here, I can add the zoom slicer, and I can work on the zoom slicer also. I want to enable the labels. I simply click here and I say data labels, and once the label is here, I can click here and I can see the format data labels. which is available, the properties are available here. Okay, so data label properties, whatever we wanted to change, we wanted to change the values, we wanted to change the background overflow, and all those things are available here. Okay, so now you understand how easy it is now to change a visual. Basically, on this on object is basically helping you. You click on the visual, and now I clicked on the color, and then you see the CFX option has come. Okay, because I can do the conditional formatting. So here I can go and do conditional formatting. I can say field value base, and let's see, do I have any color with me? So I have color scatter, color all brands, color category brand, something like these things are available. I can use them. So conditional formatting. Now previously, you remember, after when this new format pane came in, I have to actually write down a complete blog on that. Where is that option? Now you simply click here. If there is a conditional formatting available, you will get it here in the colors. You don't have to search it. And once you click on the visual, you will also able to see now. Now the one thing you might have noticed, the moment I clicked on this pane, the pane is here, and this pane is here. Now what happen if I need both the panes? I can right click here and I can say open in new pane. So I'll get both the panes. Otherwise you will only get a single pane. So you click here, you will get one pane. Now if you say open in new pane or collapse, it will collapse. If you say open in new pane, then the second one also you have to say open in new pane, you will get both the new panes. And similarly, not only these panes, if I go to view, now all these pane, bookmark, selection and everything is here only. If I need them separately, I have to call off that open in new pane, or I have to say switch to format, or I say switch to this one, or I have to say open in new pane. If you again clicked on the something which is open, it will ask for the collapse. So I have to click on the next one and I'll say open in new pane. Fine. So these are the properties which has come. Okay. Now you have the reset setting to default, expand all categories and collapse all categories. So if you say expand all categories, you can see everything is in open. Now these new formatting, padding and everything also have been added as part of this release. So you can observe the difference on the top. If you let me highlight, where should you observe the difference when I'm doing this change? So this is the place where you should be observing the differences when I'm doing this. Background, visual border, title, subtitle, the newer one, divisor, we have now divider. Now we have spacing, new things have been added, y-axis, x-axis, values, grid lines, zoom slider, color, data label, plot area background, apply settings, apply setting for error bars. All these things have come. Now you want to change the visual, you click here, you change the type here to this one. You want to change something else, spy, you can do here. You want to see the properties, you can drill down, clear selection, copy, format. I go here, I click on these things. And I can get the respective properties. Okay. So in this manner, you can play around with this visual. Then let me change it once to another visual and then let's, okay. So here I got my visuals and here I can get the line style, solid, round. I can go and change it to different things. I can increase the width. I can make this step layout. I can change the colors. So in this manner, I can play around with various properties which are available here. So this is the new experience which has come in. I can actually anytime go ahead and say add a visual, and I don't need to even go to my field pane, but can I go to the field pane and use it? So let's quickly try that out. So I went to the field pane and from there I drag the data here. Yes, I'm still able to do that. Okay. So it created a visualization and I can go ahead and change that visualization as per my need. and I switch off the suggestions and I can place them at the correct place. So in this manner, this new format pane experience, because of on object is the one aspect of his new format, pane is the another aspect of it, will create a new experience and will give you a lot of flexibility to do the changes on the fly when the visual is in focus, and it will change the way you are doing the visualization in Power BI. And hopefully this feature is one which you are going to like more than the previous one. So go ahead and try that out and do let me know what else you want me to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comments, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for new videos. Thank you.